Hi, my name is Babette, and welcome to Lesson 2 of my fiddle theory. We're going to continue on from Lesson 1, and today we're talking about the sharps. This lesson on this video is actually 2 lessons. There'll be a short lesson, then some questions, and then another little lesson and more questions. So let's get started. And what we're going to start with is the first sharp, and that first sharp is F sharp. In the key of G, you recall, there was one sharp, and that sharp is F sharp. In the key of D, there are 2 sharps. The first sharp is F sharp. In the key of A, where there are 3 sharps, the first sharp is F sharp. And in the key of E, where there are 4 sharps, the first sharp is F sharp. First sharp is always F sharp. And that is the same if you're reading it on sheet music as well. You're looking from left to right. On the far left, that first sharp is F sharp. Also, when you are speaking about notes, there is also an F natural. F natural and F sharp are 2 different notes. So when you're speaking of your sharps, you need to say sharp with it. You need to say F sharp. Now, a little trick in remembering the first sharp is to know that the word first starts with the letter F, which is the same as your first sharp. The first sharp is always F sharp. And now for a few questions. Now let's go over the worksheet for F sharp is first. Please pause this video and write down your answers, and I will go over the answers quite quickly. Here they are. 1. What is the first sharp? F sharp. 2. Where is the first sharp sign placed on the staff? Far left, top line. 3. Is there an order to the sharp signs placed on the staff? Yes. 4. If the first sharp is the only sharp, what key is it? G. 5. What word can help you remember the name of the first sharp? That word is first. 6. What is the first sharp in the key of E? F sharp. And the review questions. 7. How many sharps are there in the key of A? Look at your violin, left to right. G1, D2, A3. So in the key of A, there are 3 sharps. 8. Looking at your violin, what are the names of the strings from left to right? G, D, A, and E. 9. If there are 4 sharps on the staff, what key is it? Again, look at your violin. Look at the strings from left to right. G1, D2, A3, E4. So if there are 4 sharps on the staff, you are in the key of E. And 10. What is the same as the names of your strings? The first 4 sharp keys are the same as the names of your strings. Now let's talk about the other sharps. Everything is in order. Everything is in a pattern. You know, when I was young, I didn't get that pattern for a long time. I didn't get the orderliness for a long time. It was just like everything was falling down from the sky. But that's not how it is. It's always in an order. And our violins have the secret to that order. And I'll show you why. We just spoke of F sharp as being the first sharp. There are several places you can find F sharp up and down the strings of your violin. But there are 2 places in first position. One of them is the second finger on the D string, and the other is the first finger on the E string. For our purposes here, for showing you that order, we're going to use the second finger on the D string. That's in your normal position, is F sharp. Now to find the second sharp, we just need to move our finger to the next higher string, which is the A string. And the second finger in that position on the A string is C sharp. That is your second sharp. You have F sharp on the D string, move it higher to the A string, and then it is C sharp. So in the key of D, where there are two sharps, the first sharp is F sharp, the second sharp is C sharp. In the key of A, where there are three sharps, the first sharp is F sharp, the second sharp is C sharp. And the key of E, where there are four sharps, the first sharp is F sharp, the second sharp is C sharp. It's always in that order. So let's learn where the third sharp is. We take our second finger, on F sharp on the D string. We have moved it to C sharp on the A string. Let's move it to the next higher string, which is your E string. And that note is G sharp. G sharp is the third sharp. So we're going F sharp on the D string, C sharp on the A string, to G sharp on the E string. So in the key of A, where there are three sharps, F sharp is the first sharp, C sharp is the second sharp, and G sharp is the third sharp. Now when we're talking about the key of E, it's a little trickier because we don't have any strings going further out in that direction. So what we have to find is another G sharp. And an easy one to find is on our open G string, first finger in the low position right next to the nut. That note is G sharp. But we can move it the same way. We can take that first finger and move it from the G string to the D string, and that note is D sharp. And that is your fourth sharp. So in the key of E, you've got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Now we'll move and use a different G sharp and move that to the D string, and we have D sharp. Those are the sharps with the keys that we spoke of in lesson 1. That's how you would find them. Okay, are you ready for some more questions now? This is the worksheet for the other sharps. Please pause your video to write down your answers. And here are the answers. 1. What are the names of the sharps in the key of G? F sharp. In the key of D, F sharp and C sharp. In the key of A, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. In the key of E, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. 2. How many sharps in this key and what are they? In the key of D, there are 2 sharps and they are F sharp and C sharp. In the key of G, 1 sharp, and it is an F sharp. In the key of E, 4 sharps, and they are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. In the key of A, there are 3 sharps, and they are F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And how do you find the sharps on the violin? You place your second finger on the D string in the F sharp location, and that's the first sharp. To find the second sharp, you move that finger 1 string higher, which is to the A string, and that's your second sharp, C sharp. To find the third sharp, move your finger 1 string higher to the E string, and that's G sharp, your third sharp. And to find the fourth sharp, you find another G sharp, like the low first finger on the G string, and then move it 1 string higher to the D string, and that would be D sharp, the fourth sharp. I hope everyone remembered to put the sharp signs along with the names of the sharps. Now let's look at the review questions. Number 4, what key is this? The first one has 1 sharp sign, so that's in the key of G. The second one has 2 sharp signs, so it's the key of D. The third one has 3 sharp signs, so that's the key of A. And the fourth one has 4 sharp signs, making it the key of E. What is the first sharp? F sharp.